I sold my likeness to be used in this game.
I played Tomodachi Life 3DS for 31 days, and this is what happened. I captured this footage on my hardware-modded new 3DS XL. I never actually had this game. I only recently decided I was going to be collecting all of the Mii games for Wii, Wii U, and 3DS, so of course this had to be one of them. It lined up before the release of Living the Dream, and I wanted to try the original one before the new one came out. Since the new one has been out for a while now, you can tell this video took me a while to get around to. I've been enjoying the new one. As you can see, I'm over level 300 now, but this is about the old game from 2013. Because I had purchased this secondhand, it meant it came with somebody else's data. It feels weird to pry into their lives like that. It's not like save data for Mario where it's just number of stars. It's not even like Animal Crossing where you might see their name and if they made letters or a billboard post. This contains their friends, family, made-up characters, who knows? Since the game only allows one save file per cartridge, I have to do something that many people likely never did. I have to delete the save files. I know, it's like destroying a piece of history from that person's life. But they sold the game to me and accepted this. Their Miis may be forgotten. Yeah, that's about it. So let's go delete their save. I don't know who this is, and why are they mostly naked with only a bow? If only I knew this was foreshadowing how insane the interactions in this game are.
Do you really want to delete your save data?
I got the same vibe from this delete data screen as I did from Goodbye Chow menu from Sonic Adventure. They really want to guilt you into not doing this.
Are you sure about this? Please, don't delete me.
And that is unfortunate for them because I don't have any attachment to these Miis. When you try to delete the data, it asks for the island name, so I have to find this island's name. It's Rainbow. If you sold your Tomodachi Life and had an island named Rainbow, rest easy knowing I have freed it from their digital prison. Goodbye, Rainbow Island. Now I have to make my own.
No. Why? You may have deleted everything, but we still have lots of nice memories.
Allow me to slip into something more fitting. I bought this model that was customizable and it was able to match the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream model, so I figured why not use it here. Let's get started. So I named my island Wash Ashore, since I figured it would be a place for all of the random characters to wash up at, or all of the washed up characters to gather. First I had to make a Mii for myself, well, as close as I could to my model. It gave me an outgoing entertainer personality. I guess that makes sense since I'm here trying to entertain you on YouTube. Then we got introduced to where the Miis live. They all live in one giant building called Mii Apartments.
Hi, I'm Jay. Hey, you look just like me.
Then we are told that thought bubbles mean the Miis have problems. That's where a majority of the game's interactions are. Turns out my Mii is hungry.
I'm hungry.
Get it? Anyway, I'll see myself out.
Welcome.
I bought some food and shoved the veggie burger at my Mii. After that, my Mii is lonely.
It's a little lonely here on this island. If only I had some company.
So I got to add another Mii. I decided to add Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. Why? I don't know. But did I make her well? I don't know. Anyway, that's Monica. She's a confident designer. I think that's fitting. Now we have two Miis. The game is about slamming them together until they love each other, right? Wrong, it's about adding more Miis, baby, not making baby Miis.
Guess what? We had a baby.
I added an all-star cast. We got Bocchi the Rock, Hank Hill, Spider-Man, Freerin, and Nokoten. There's a website with QR codes that you can just download the Miis. You might know this from the new game as well, but without the downloading of the QR codes. As I'm about to add more, I get interrupted by breaking news.
Newsflash. Good day to all Wash Ashore Islanders. Welcome to the first daily edition of Mii News.
The news is that there is now news. The first story is about the new Mii phone.
You're watching Mii News.
Bocchi using a Hank Hill phone to whisper sweet messages of propane is not an image I thought I'd see, yet here we are. After this, my Mii wants to set up donations to make the island better. This gets added to the fountain. Every day you can collect money there. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. You can spend money to buy food, give them food, and if they like the food, they'll give you some money back. It's a self-sustaining loop we got here. After feeding the Miis, they open a clothing shop. It's like the food store. New clothes every day, some are seasonal. They can like or dislike clothes, like food, and they give you money if they like it. We got to play some games with the Miis too, like football with Hank Hill. I didn't really understand this one, I just tried to tap really fast. It seems to work maybe 80% of the time. If there's even a strategy, I don't know it. Then I drew on Monica's face. I thought it would stay there like face paint from Blanca from Animal Crossing, but I guess not since it was immediately removed. I guess Monica wiped it off really quickly during the scene change. I failed a quiz Freerin gave me. Apparently when you fail, they give you toilet paper or tissues. I don't know why, but I interpreted the tissues as if don't be sad or
Gonna cry?
but the toilet paper, okay. When you make the Miis happy enough, they level up and you can pick a few options for them, such as a song, a gift, interiors, a phrase, or pocket money. They refine these in the new game with quirks and other features, but those aren't in this game. This game does have songs though, we'll look at where that comes in later. I went with a 3DS. The Miis will use these occasionally. With that, the interior shop opened, which is good because these checkered floors and same colored walls were getting a bit hard to stare at. We also got the observation tower. It's there, I can observe it. With that, I spent the rest of the first day feeding them and then I saved. I love the random animations they pick for saving. It picks a random character and an animation. It's like a little treat to try to get you to stay. At the beginning of day 2, we see Jay and Monica hanging out at the observation tower. I wonder if that's going to end up anywhere. This is where I started the habits that lasted for most of the days. Turn on the game, buy some stuff at the shops, feed the Miis, do their games, get some prizes. Bochi asked for money. I hope she spends it on a guitar, not just giving it to Rio. I taught Hank Hill to say, "I tell you what," just before some breaking news. The mustard mixer strikes. They arrested my Mii for adding hot mustards to foods. I don't even like mustard, so I'm being framed. If that was honey mustard, maybe, but I see a pretzel. I want to put those two together. I'm breaking those cups. Then we got a hat store, exports, a dock, and the pawn shop. The hats sells hats, and the exports are what we export to visitors and buy the items that we imported. The pawn shop is where we sell the items. This will be important later. And we finally got the concert hall. You can make the Miis sing songs and make your own. You have to give them a genre for them to be able to sing that, and when you give the same one to two Miis, it unlocks the ability to make groups. This game will attempt to censor words. You can get around it pretty easily by spelling words kind of like how it's pronounced instead of how it's spelled. Here's a song I called Turdy, sung by Nokotan.
Mario 2 in the presence of a good dog. Perchance, he will be mine. Stump, turdy, with all his might. Stump, turdy.
I don't know what demon possessed her at the end, but yeah, I did base it off the SAF Mario the Idea versus Mario the Man. After another round of feeding them and playing games, we unlocked the rankings board and a 3DS image share. The ranking board shows you how popular each Mii is. I didn't really look at this much until further on, and I'm not really sure what to use the results for, but it's here. The image share is a way to share screenshots. You can press the X or Y button to take a picture of the top screen, and the A and B button take pictures of the bottom screen whenever you push them. This game is meant to be almost solely used with the touchscreen. Did Monica just crop dust her room? What is she trying to tell me? And then my Mii had a fight with her? What was that about? Well, at least they made up. With that, I guess it takes us to day 3.
Sorry too.
By day 3, I had the map theme stuck in my head, so I'm gonna use that to sum up today's events.
Tomodachi Life for the 3DS. Why is this game now $100? Watch all your Miis live out their lives. Watch them play and have ice cream. I just can't believe that this game is real. Let's check in and see what goes on here. My Mii developed a crush on Monica, so he went to tell her, but then she said no, so he went home all depressed. But didn't let that be the end. He took her to the beach that night and then asked her to go out again, but this time brought a gift. This is when she rejected him again. He went home and I guess got over it.
My Mii thinks Monica likes him, so I had to encourage him. I picked the first option and they said,
Really? Now I'm curious.
and then they didn't do anything. At least immediately. This might push them to get closer, but I was hoping for more. So I save scummed by turning it off without saving because I had just saved, and this time I picked the last option. Go for it. I know, controversial, yeah, I reset it. If this was Animal Crossing, resetting would be on me. But let's see where this goes. So he left immediately to go tell her. He met her in the poetry club room. How fitting. Hit her with the world's worst pickup line. Like, I get that you're in school, but geez.
I'm sorry.
Monica, having only eyes for the protagonist, rejects my me. So then he goes home depressed. But it's okay, because getting rejected unlocked Leisure Island, which has the park and the amusement park. And that also unlocked the Girl Charm rankings. It shows how popular the female characters are. And this wouldn't be complete without the latest news. This one about a runaway bus stop. The bus stop is running. After that, I went back to my me and he was still all depressed. After that, I went back to my me. It was still depressed and I figured I needed to cheer them up. So I gave them gifts and they still could only think of Monica. And then he decided he wasn't ready to give up, he was going to go for it again.
Monica rejected me, but I'm not going to give up so easily. I have to try again or I'll regret it. What do you think?
I said, alright, go for it.
I'm going to use my savings to buy a present. That will show my devotion.
They met on the beach that night. And he brought food as gift. Looks like mac and cheese, maybe coleslaw. A solid gift. Let's see how it goes. She doesn't want it.
She's not interested.
So I guess I have to cheer him up again. Oh, wait.
I'm finally ready to let go.
He got over it. Just like that. Okay, good for you, dude. Life's too short. After that roller coaster, I unlocked a compatibility tester. And it's pretty weird with how they put their heads on real bodies and make them sway, but yeah, that's a thing. It also gives you a number. I don't know what it affects, but it also usually is extremely low when I tried a few times. So on this day, I also decided to add more Miis. I added Luigi, Mario, Captain Lou Albano, which speaking of, somebody made the full set of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show in VR chat. I thought that was awesome. I never played VR chat. I never even watched the show. I bought the DVD the other day and just haven't got to it. So I might check that out sometime. Then we got a breaking news story telling us the population is now 10. We added a bunch of Miis really quickly, it seems. Then we also got a news story telling us that we unlocked quirky questions. I'll check that out after adding a few more Miis. We also added Omni-Man, Kiwi, like the bird, and Gordon Freeman. With all these new Miis, let's go ask those quirky questions. At first, I thought the questions would ask all three in a row. It turns out it just gives you three and then you could just choose one of them. Seemed a little odd, but you can choose the next questions too. So for our first question, who has tried tax fraud?
Me.
Spider-Man. I agree with Omni-Man. That's wild that a hero could be so brave. Joker doesn't even mess with the IRS.
Now for the
Next question. Who can't live without breasticles? Since this game does have a sensor, unlike the new one. Omni-Man, sure. Free run, okay, makes sense. Last question. Who likes Goon every night? I don't know why I thought it said who likes two, so yeah. Nokotan seems like a valid answer, except for her it would mean getting into trouble like helping a crime syndicate. I did 2 more rounds of questions just to see if it changed who was there. It shuffled them around a bit. Who hides drugs in their apartment? Hank, Omni-Man, Luigi. Huh, okay. Who can't live without hardcore drugs? Nearly everybody, only Bochi doesn't. Who is devoted to doing the Mario? Omni-Man and Captain Lou. Yeah, appropriate. Who thinks they're better than Mario? Omni-Man and Nokotan. Whose greatest weakness is doing the Mario? Hey, Mario, let's go. After this, I went back to giving them food, clothes, etc. But then it happened. The unthinkable. Captain Lou Albano fucking loves chicken pot pie. So much so, he blasted off into space. I like this animation, but I like the over-the-top animation of the new one too. Especially with how fitting it was for my Vegeta. Besides interacting with them by feeding them, they do show up around the island in different attraction locations, like at the beach or on the dock. At this point I wanted to start the next day, so I tried the forbidden action, time travel. It gave me a warning when I started it up, but I didn't really pay attention. Turns out, don't time travel. It stops it from updating the shops for 24 hours, which means 2 days because 24 hours, partway into that is when the daily reset is. The rest of this day was more interacting with Miis. Let's go to day 4. This day was the first one that threw me off the newly made routine, because it had nothing new to buy. By manipulating and then fixing time, I had to wait 24 real hours for it to give me new items, so we're back to just interacting with Miis normally. It's not even been 24 hours and my Mii is asking what I think about them and Monica already. I thought you got over this yesterday, my guy. At least we unlocked the photo studio, so we could force them to take awkward photos together after that rejection. Breaking news told us about a record-breaking rock-paper-scissors match between Freerin and Omni-Man. Bochi had a dream about sneezing so hard that she was being pushed back. At least she didn't explode this time. I figured this would be a good time to add a few more Miis. So I added Shaggy, Dr. Eggman, and Kermit the Frog. I got interrupted by them telling me Judgment Bay had opened, so I had to try it out. What did the Islanders like more? Honkers or badonkers? They went with badonkers. Good choice. Bread versus ice cream. They chose bread. Really?
This one is fine.
Well, they're allowed to be wrong. Okay, tits or ass? All tits, baby. Great decisions were made by this Judgment Bay. Moving on from acting like I'm 14 again, I added some more Miis. We got the Smiling Friends, Charlie, Pim, Alan, and Mr. Boss. With that addition, they had to expand the apartment building just to fit all the Miis. Now it holds a total of 48 Miis. I can't imagine managing to feed that many of them daily. That's like a full-time job there. After more games, giving them food, etc., I was given a travel ticket. They took a lovely trip to Hawaii. With another shot at quirky questions, at least everybody knows their place. Nobody is better than Seto Kaiba. That does it for day 4. Day 5. I started this day with Tomodachi Quest. The Miis get random rolls and they have to go and destroy the random items, and if you beat the last one, you get that as an item. It takes a little while the first couple times for fun, and then it became kind of tedious, which is how long it takes. And you kind of have a random section in the middle where you can go left or right. If you choose incorrectly, you have to face an extra enemy. And then the news had a cup and ball nail art. My Mii had a paint dunking dream, and then Pim had a dream that could have been on the show, honestly. Hank had a dream about falling into a hole, which is visually neat because on a 3DS it would go across both screens. I tried the Kid-O-Matic on Monica, and it's not what I expected. But yeah, it makes sense. It's meant to turn the adults into kids, and the Age-O-Matic turns the kids into adults. Then I added more Miis, like Mia Fey, Edgeworth, Phoenix, Loogie, and Rob. Monica had a dream that she was feeling old, so I guess the Kid-O-Matic had her feeling nostalgic. Then I fed them and other things, and day 5 is a wrap. Day 6. Or so it would be if I didn't lie. I know, I missed a day. I guess I was tired or forgot or something, but this is 2 days after the previous day. I apologize that I've ruined everything. On this day, I set up local play with my other 3DS to see if I could unlock more buildings on the island. I traded octopus and stomach medicine. Then I brought a Mii I made as a joke on the other one. I named them Short Fat because they were as short and as fat as possible. I know, very creative. Receiving the other island's exports opened the import shop. I bought myself a monkey hat in 2 colors. After more playing around with the Miis, we had a news story of Mario the Giant versus Fire Dragon Hank Hill. It was a heated wrestling match. I made a killing on Polymarket thanks to the predetermined, completely fair outcome. The results were questioned by Dr. Eggman and Gordon Freeman.
I never believed this kind of news.
While my Mii explains to the feds that I was not insider trading, I checked in on the other Miis. I found the mystery shop in this day, and randomly got an Ammonite fossil, a rock, and a key. How useless. I stuck around for a rap battle between Kermit and Nokatan.
I rap with conviction, but I never get caught.
You can't buy a bucket.
I'm draining the shop.
It was just about who rhymed. Not better, just who did. I find it interesting that they implemented this interaction in general. Then I went back to the music hall and I made them sing a song about cranking hog.
Working my new job. How it will. I'm cranking battery, cranking on my hog. That's a sweet job. The crank counts no more. Still hard cranking time. Somehow we found out. Please send me over with my hog by cranking my hog.
Spider-Man had a dream so shocking his face went to space.
I have something important to tell you. If you have some bacon and a crab together, you'll become invisible.
What?
to end this day, I set the ages of the Miis that did not have years on them so that they could be checked on the compatibility checker. It required them to have a birth date year in order for them to be allowed to be chosen on those lists. Ah, it's a bird! Did the bird have any significance? I don't know. I guess we have more animals today because a giraffe stuck its neck out on the news. Rob and Gordon got into a fight. I love how they're just absolutely pissed throwing things at each other. After calming down Rob, they made
I'm
up.
sorry about what happened. I'm sorry too.
Then we did some more shopping, some more me activities. Spider-Man had a dream that was pretty cool since it peeks into the real world. I didn't realize what was happening at first, but the window is showing the camera on the 3DS. I was waiting for the window to open. It was sitting on my desk face up, so I didn't know it wasn't just a cloudy day. When I realized this, I put myself outside the window and he rightfully freaked out. Day 7 didn't have much going on, but day 8 made it really worth it. Day 8. We're back to the normal routine. Shopping, donations, Tomodachi quest, all the usual. Then we had a news story about how Alan's temper tantrum literally stopped traffic.
I just wanted my cheese.
My guess is it had something to do with his landlord messing with him. So let's have a check-in on the Miis for today. Ooh, we have a heart. Is someone gonna confess their love? It's taken so long for us to get another one. Who is it? It's Edgeworth. I wonder who they're gonna ask out. He has feelings for
I have feelings
Phoenix?
for Phoenix.
Wait a second. The game doesn't allow pairing two males. What happened? So what I didn't notice is that when I downloaded them, they had Edgeworth set to female, likely to try to make this happen. Let's see how the confession goes.
Like the view up here, you take my breath away. Oh, won't you be my honey bun?
Wait.
Wait, who said that? It's Freerin. Oh no, competition. Who will Phoenix pick?
I love you too.
I love you more.
Phoenix, who do you choose? Freerin, I'm so glad you feel the same.
He chose Freerin. I know. I'm disappointed too. The fans hated that. Well, now
So,
Edgeworth is
what do
upset,
you
but
think
hey,
about
we
us
unlocked Boy
becoming-
Charm rankings.
Who's the hunkiest hunk on Washashore Island?
Let's check those out. Would you look at that? Phoenix is number 1. Not surprising now. Where's Mimi on this list? I don't like how far I have to scroll down to see them. Oh, everyone here has a 0, so I guess it's a 0 too? What? It's negative 34 putting Mimi in last? Everybody hates Mimi, what the hell, man? It turns out getting rejected lowers their charm ranking, and being rejected twice tanked it hard. That's why nobody was confessing anything. The numbers are too low, or something. By the end of the day, they had gone up a little to negative 26, so they can be improved over time. It makes me wonder how negative it was at the lowest. Anyway, the rest of the day was status quo. This day was pretty slow. There was a giant-sized food challenge that Edgeworth tried to accomplish. I guess that's one way to get over being rejected.
Large octopus in just 60 minutes. Edgeworth bravely shrugged off the concerns of the audience and took up the challenge.
That was about it for day 9.
Started off
Day 10. On this day, I solved my 200th Islander problem.
You solved 200 problems on Washashore Island. As a reward for your efforts, please accept this bronze trophy.
Then they had a news story about a really lucky 4-leaf clover. I didn't want this day to become more of the same, so I added more Miis. We got Noelle from Deltarune, Yubaba from Spirited Away, Pomni, and Fiona. I got interrupted for a population now being 30 Miis. Then we continued with Velma and Dazzy. I don't know what the joke is with Luigi and Dazzy, but they gotta go together, so here we are. Now each day will take a very long time to feed everyone, but it will generate more money faster. It was really taking up all my free time, but that takes us to day 11. Sound the alarms, we got love today. Who's it this time? It's Mia. The Ace Attorney characters are really into this, it seems. Who are they going to confess to?
I have feelings for Shortfoot.
I've got to tell him.
Short Fat? Really? The meme character added just on a whim to make a new me to transfer to unlock the import shop? Okay, Mia, you two have fun. Go confess.
What's Hey, Shorty, suck my wiener.
Sure.
And it worked out with no drama? Wow, I feel like that might be kind of rare, but good for them. Well, now I have some rather somber news. One of our Miis is dead. Luigi turned into goo after consuming a fried egg. So maybe it was actually gooey. He absolutely hated it and thought it was the worst thing ever. I'm surprised it didn't take long at all to find an absolute favorite food for Captain Lou, but a single worse one took over a week to find. After all of that, Yubaba got a letter saying to meet them on the rooftop. A mysterious figure we did not know gave her a picture of his grandfather? This game is so random, man. With that, we move on to day 12. Day 12, we have more shopping, more me activities. We found Edgeworth's favorite food is a donut. A little boring, but okay. And then, like a 2-for-1 special, we found Freeren's favorite food is broccoli. I guess broccoli isn't easy to come by when you're traveling to kill demons. But we need some drama, we need romance, we need Dazzy confessing feelings for Phoenix? Everybody wants this man. He's already with Freeren. Let's see how this plays out.
I'll do anything for you. Anything. Please be my blueberry muffin. Wait.
Objection!
I love you too. I love you more. Phoenix, who do you choose?
I'm sorry, but neither of you.
I didn't even see Edgeworth sitting there. I'm kind of surprised that they kind of object to that like that. It's only the second time I've seen that, but I'm still surprised by it. But at least it seems like Phoenix is staying faithful to Freeren for now. Also, it seems that only the initial me that is asking them out is the one that gets upset. Any that interrupt are not upset at all, despite also being rejected in this case. We end this day with news of a space experiment disaster. It appears Phoenix messed it all up by eating the onion rings. That bastard. They were blessed by news of the Loogie fish. Then Hank Hill decided to go Super Saiyan Texan while fighting Loogie. This effect is really funny. They're supposed to be like on fire and rage. Seeing both of them throw things at each other while looking like they've gone Super Saiyan is just really funny to me. Freeren decided to mediate the fight and try to come to a peaceful conclusion and was successful. We received breaking news of Lukey's new shish kebabs with unusual ingredients. I guess he was inspired after his fight with Hank. And then we found Omni-Man's favorite food is fried tofu. We're not even gonna touch that. I had also been saving up for the spaceship interior. I saw it one time and it cost more than I had, so when I saw it again, I knew I had to buy it. And I knew exactly who I had to give it to. Eggman. He looks perfect here. Now we can finally aim higher and piss on the moon! That wrapped up day 13. Day 14, this day started off a little odd. Lukey, who had just fought Hank Hill yesterday, decided that he was going to help him get a sweetheart and trying to set him up with Dazzy. At this point, it's day 14. I got no proposals, nothing going on, so I'm saying yes to everything.
Thanks for hanging out today. Thank you too.
And after all of that, they didn't hit it off so great. Ugh. Maybe we'll get more chances today. We also had Alan confess to Freerun.
Like a star upon the stage, I can't take my eyes off you, baby. There's nothing more I'd rather do than be in a real life romance with you. So, will you be my sweetheart?
Well, she's with Phoenix. Surely she'll say no.
Sure.
Cheating? In the Me game by Nintendo for 3DS? We have no loyalty here. It's a big war zone in this game called love. Checking in on Phoenix, he reminisces all the good times with Freerun.
I'm gonna get you, Freerun. Yeah, right. Ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
You got me. I'm gonna get you.
I love you.
I love you a lot.
I love you. I really do.
I love you head over heels.
I've got a joke for ya. Why did the toilet paper roll down the hill? To get to the bottom.
What? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
He should have went with Edgeworth. Moving on, Eggman tries to dox me, and we got news of the Freerun Eraser. We have another confession today, this time by the real Luigi. Who is he going to ask? It's...
I have feelings for Freerun.
Freerun. Could you guys not pick anybody else? Is that all anybody here cares about? Well, let's see how it goes. Surely she won't swap guys twice in a day.
We go together like salt and pepper. You should totally be my girlfriend.
I'm sorry.
Well, at least she did say no this time. And what's this? A proposal? By Short Fat? I didn't know the dumb filler me was gonna come in clutch. What was not clutch was my misunderstanding of how to do this. I thought you had to tap the face of the other me as soon as it came up, or you would fail immediately. The faces just keep changing in like a revolving order, so you just have to tap it when it comes back around. The proposal minigame is much easier than I expected. I failed this first time, so no love today. It's frustrating to lose when the rules felt vague, but such is life.
I just realized I left my purse at home. I better go get it.
Okay.
Day 15. Breaking news. They've all got climbing mania. Looking like some Pikmin, how small they are. Shorefat, Mimey, and Dazzy are all climbing the vines on the brick walls. But that news was soon forgotten when we accidentally killed our beloved Hank Hill with some barbecue. He must have somehow known it was charcoal, not propane. Hank was restored, upset, but restored in body, not mind. Monica befell the same fate as Hank, but the fresh spring rolls. The word numminess in the description must have gave her an error because spell check doesn't even think that's a word. Luigi was fucking pissed at Bochi. Neither of them was accepting responsibility. I'm gonna let them figure that out for now. But love was in the air when Dazzy wanted to confess to Loogie. Finally, the meme ones are trying to pair up correctly. Let's see how this goes.
You're my favorite subject in the whole world. Oh, won't you be my sweet potato?
I'm sorry.
She was actually rejected again. She must have the worst ranking out of anybody in the island by now with all these rejections. I didn't check her score here, so I can't even be sure. And then Omni-Man is here to save the day to stop the fighting between Bochi and Luigi. He failed. Whatever they were upset about, he could not resolve it. They'll have to get over that themselves because we're at the end of day 15. Initially, I was only going to play this for 15 days and see how it went. But with how much progress we haven't made so far, I wanted to keep going and see how long it would take. So let's see about day 16. Day 16. Nothing happened except the story about the Washashore Island film set, which you are watching basically. I needed somebody to at least get married and see what happens. I kept playing infrequently until anything happened, so I stopped recording the full days. Since every day was basically food, clothes, giving out the gifts, playing some games, turning it off, just repeating the next day. I'm only going to mention the bigger events. So on day 22, I actually missed recording the event, but I'll recreate it for you.
My love for you is deeper than the ocean. Will you be my beautiful mermaid?
Wait. I love you too.
I love you more.
Wait.
I love you the most. No way.
No way.
I'm sorry, but I choose none of you.
On day 29, Kiwi was now going out with Bochi, and was going to propose, I guess? They're both children here, so I'm not sure what that would make them. So looking it up, yes, they can propose, but they won't have a wedding until both are adults. Well, that's not going to happen because I flubbed up this proposal too, but it gave me a better understanding of what to do for the next one.
Okay, I mean, if you have to.
Day 31. With this, it's been a full month. On this day, Mario wanted to set up my me with Monica. So they went out for a date being tailed by Mario. It seemed to go well, but nobody thought so apparently. Monica even questioned me on why Mario thought it was a good idea, so I encouraged her to think it would be a good idea. But now we have our big chance. At this point, Edgeworth and Omni-Man were dating. I just needed to not mess up this third proposal.
Let's sit here, shall we?
Sure.
Isn't this amazing? Unforgettable. You know. Oh, you're the sweetest. As it were, there's something important I've been meaning to ask. What's that? My darling, will you marry me?
I did it! I didn't ruin it! We finally get to see what happens when they say yes.
Yes, 1,000 times yes. Everything went great. Please take this as a token of thanks. We are so excited. The drawings of Nazca are so big. How did they draw this bird so well?
Jeez.
Machu Picchu is an absolute wonder.
Jeez.
This stone in Cusco has 12 corners.
Jeez.
They have a wedding, they go on vacation, and this unlocks Me Homes. The married couples live here together, but they still keep their apartments. Now we get to see special daily events in their lives, such as shared teeth brushing times. Exhilarating stuff here. Unfortunately, they did not make a baby. It may have taken the entire 31 days to get them to have a wedding, so I don't know how much longer I would have to wait for that. It's a fun game. I can see it being a great alternative to having a mobile game on your phone. It's got that daily check-in vibe that makes it addicting to stick with. Reflecting on both, I do prefer the new one. I think it's mostly because I can have more influence on them. Plus, not being restricted to just randomly visiting each other's apartment is nice. I can easily see if somebody was a huge fan of the original, that they may not like the new one giving them those options. But I think it was a natural progression of adding to the original. So with that, you know what the deal is. Leave a like, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button, and tell me if you want more content similar to this one. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.